Hey everyone! In this video, I will show you how to do outpainting and refine the results using the Flux2 Klein 4B model. For this, we need a Lora called Flux2 Klein 4B Outpaint Lora from Fall. The download link for this Lora is available in the description, so let's get started. First, let's talk about the Lora. There are two things we need to do to make sure it works properly. One is that we need to use the trigger words found in the Lora's Hugging Face repo. The second thing is to add pure green borders around an image. Later, I will show you how we are going to add those borders. Now, let's focus on downloading the Lora. Let's scroll up and click on Files and Versions. There are two Loras available here, but the one we need is the one that has Comfy in its file name. Use the download button to get this Lora. After the download, let's see where to put the file inside ComfyUI. So, let's open the Downloads folder. Then, open the ComfyUI folder. As always, I am using the portable version. Now, let's open the Models folder and then find and open the Loras folder. This is where we put the Outpaint Lora. In my case, I renamed the file so it's easier to find in the ComfyUI interface. Now, let's switch over to ComfyUI. So, this is the workflow I'm using in this video. It has some similarities with workflows I used in previous videos, so let's focus only on the major differences. In the top left part of this workflow, in the Load Diffusion Model node, I have selected the Flux2 Klein 4B model. Then, in the Load Clip node, I am using the QN34B text encoder. This is where some people often get confused. If you are a beginner, remember that the Flux2 Klein 4B and 9B models use different text encoders. You cannot use the text encoder used for the 9B model with the 4B model. Likewise, you cannot use the text encoder used for the 4B model with the 9B model. It is really important that you use the correct text encoder for each Klein model. Now, let's focus on the Lora Loader Model Only node. In this node, I have selected the Outpaint Lora. The Lora Loader is added between the Load Diffusion Model node and the LandPaint KSamper. I chose the LandPaint KSamper over the native KSamper because, in some cases, I've found that this custom sampler works better. Before looking at the sampler settings, let's focus on the positive prompt. As you can see, I have added the trigger words here, which is fill the green spaces according to the image. Now, let's look at the bottom part. The image we want to outpaint is loaded into the first image loader group. In this group, the loaded image is first rescaled to 1 megapixel. This is important because once we add the green border, the resolution will increase. The rescaled image is then sent to the ImagePad KJ node, which adds the green borders. This is a custom node from the ComfyUI KJ nodes pack, so if you don't have it, make sure to install that custom node suite. I'll show you what the green border looks like. Let's mute the LandPaint KSamper and run the workflow. As you can see, a green border has been added around the initial image. To adjust the size of the border, simply change the left, right, top, and bottom values in the ImagePad KJ node. The sides of the image border can be any size. Just adjust the values depending on your needs. Also, if you want a real-time update, put the workflow on Run on Change. After that, when you change the values, ComfyUI will update the preview. There is also an extra padding option, which will increase the size of all sides at once. Just remember that when you increase the size of the borders, the resolution is going to change. In pad mode, you can see here that I chose color as the option. Then in color, I wrote the RGB values of pure green. So the image with green borders is then sent to the VAE encode node, which will transform the image into latent and then send it to the reference latent node. From there, you know what will happen. We also use the image with the green border for setting the output resolution. Now, let's focus on the LandPaint KSamper. First, let's switch off the option Run on Change, and now let's unmute the LandPaint KSamper. In the LandPaint KSamper, I am using a random seed, a steps value of 8, and a CFG value of 1. The sampler I am using is Euler Ancestral, the scheduler is simple, and the denoise is set to 1. For the LandPaint num steps, I am using 5. Then, as always, we have the Save Image node for saving images. To refine the output coming from the LandPaint KSamper, we have a group called Refine. If you want to refine the image, you can activate this group. Inside this group, we are using the 4B model. However, if you want to use the 9B model, you can select that here, as the 9B model is also good at refining images. In the Load Clip node, I am using the QN34B text encoder. If you are using the 9B model, make sure to select the text encoder used for the 9B model. In the positive prompt, I have added some keywords, and you can add more to improve the refinement. Next, we have the Reference Latent node, which takes the output of the first LandPaint K-sampler, combines it with the text condition, and sends it to the LandPaint K-sampler located inside the group. In this LandPaint K-sampler, I am using a steps value of 4, a CFG of 1, Euler as the sampler, and Simple as the scheduler. The denoise value is 1 and the LandPaint numsteps is 5. Finally, we have the Save Image node and an image comparer for comparing the refined image with the non-refined image. Now that you have a basic understanding of this workflow, let's start outpainting. Let's go to the first image loader group. This is the image we are going to outpaint. There is nothing to change, so let's run the workflow and wait for the result. The outpainting is complete, so let's take a look at the result. As we can see, the result is good, though there may be some minor issues. Now, let's look at the refined image. The refined image looks much better than the non-refined one. The textures and details are improved, there is better clarity and contrast, and it looks more realistic. Now, let's try another image. Let's go to the first image loader group and choose a different photo. I'm going to use this photo of a woman. Now, let's run the workflow and see the result. The outpainting is complete, so let's take a look at the result. I think the dress she is wearing has some issues, but overall, it is a nice result. The skin texture is improved and looks better. Like this, we can do a lot of outpainting and refining with this 4B model. However, don't expect to always get a perfect outpainting result with this model. I think it is best as a model for refining outputs from other image generation models. So guys, try out my workflow and the Lora, and let me know what you think of the video. I'll see you soon with another video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.